need hairspray, but I don't feel like getting up. Hey everyone, I hope you guys are doing great. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my thoughts on the new Smashbox X-Rated mascara. Oddly enough, I really haven't tried a lot of Smashbox stuff. I mean, some of their eyeshadow palettes are my all-time favorites. Their full exposure one, the original to be exact, but as far as any of the other stuff, I really haven't tried it. So when I randomly saw this on a display as I was in Sephora one day, I opened it up, saw the brush, and I knew immediately I had to give it a try. Mascara formulas for me have to be spot on, so did I think this was like a game changer, a miracle worker, the best one I've ever tried? No, but I've really enjoyed using it, and I think a lot of you are gonna like it too. So I went ahead and pulled up all of the info. I'm gonna read you a little bit off of here, but it does come in at $22 for 0.3 ounces. It has a tiny bit more than 3 stars on Sephora.com, and it says, this is a mascara with audacious volume that lets lashes go from dramatic to defined to exaggerated layered volume. It says that this is the most buildable Smashbox mascara formula, and it's supposed to be incredibly voluminizing. The brush is more of like a triangle. It's called the triple threat brush, and it says there's no need to double dip. The brush was designed with 3 deep channels to hold the perfect amount of formula for mega coating lashes, and the 3 rows of bristles isolate and extend lashes, while the tripod fibers wrap around each lash for amped up volume. I did only see one color choice. There's only black right now, and there's also not a waterproof version yet, but that's okay for someone like me because I typically don't wear waterproof mascara anyway. I'm quickly gonna set the stage and let you guys know what I look for in mascara because I feel like everyone is looking for something different. For me, it has to have a natural bristled brush that's easy on my eyes. I like more volume than length. Typically, I like a lot of separation and obviously no trouble with wear. Who likes smudging mascara? Not me, but I also like when it's really easy to remove at night. For me, this definitely checked 4 of those 5 boxes, and it sold me on the 5th, and that is length. We will get to that in a second. The overall packaging for me is just so neat. I don't know, I've never seen anything twisted like this. It almost makes me think of like a double helix. Is that weird? I kind of feel like that sometimes looks like an X, but I just thought the packaging was awesome, and it's a really nice, almost matte black. I do want to touch on the brush again though. I know I read about it from the Sephora site, but I did find it incredibly gentle on my eyes, and that's something, like I said, I look for. I never once felt like this was super uncomfortable, but I do feel like those channels they talked about hold a little bit too much product. I do have to really scrape this off quite a bit before I go in to use it, and it was weird because in the beginning, like during the first few times I used this, I didn't feel like I had to do that, but now I definitely do. I don't know what's up with that, but I wanted to tell ya. I loved the amount of bristles though. I mean, I think we've all had that mascara wand that is too dense to where you can't even get it through your lashes. And then also on the other hand, those ones that don't have enough to where like you end up with just a ton of clumps. I felt like this did give me a lot of separation, and I really liked the shape too. The size is pretty standard. If anything, it might be a little bit smaller, but I like that because I feel like I have more control. So yeah, the brush for me was a total win. Except for that product that gathers like at the bottom. I don't know what's up with that. I'm gonna go off on a little rant here. Well, I just kind of find it funny because I was actually writing notes for this video last night. That's typically what I do when I do a review so I don't forget anything. And I don't know about you, but whenever I see products like this in the store, there's not like a ton of information about it. And if there is, I never see it and I don't read it. So when I actually got on Sephora's site and I was like writing down what I wanted to say, I couldn't believe that this was supposed to have a ton of volume. Like, I couldn't believe it. I was like, what? Because for me, I mean, I like volumizing formulas, and this was not as volumizing as some of the ones that I've tried from the drugstore, so I was just kind of like confused for a minute. And I mean, after seeing it marketed so much, I really thought, you know, heck, out of everything I liked about this mascara, volume was at the bottom of my list. I'm not gonna lie, this gives me volume, and it gives me, I would say on a scale of 1 to 10, volume that's like a 4 or a 5, but after reading that and like realizing, okay, this is supposed to be the most voluminous mascara I've ever used, I was kind of shocked. So yeah, I don't know what's up with that, but like I said, I do think it gives me good volume, but if you were expecting like out of this world volume, I don't think it reached it for me. However, it sold me in the length department. I typically never go for lengthening mascaras, and I don't even know why. Maybe it's just because I feel like my natural lashes are kind of okay in that area, but guys, I have been brought over to the lengthening side. Some of you may actually know this, but I've been using Latisse for the last 3 months or so. I will be doing a review as soon as my little bottle is gone, but I've been using that for quite a while, and I mean, spoiler alert, I really haven't noticed that much of a difference in my lashes. Yes, I've been getting a little bit of length, but nothing crazy. So for me, this might sound horrible terrible, but after using that for a while, I kind of expected to maybe start getting a few more compliments on my lashes and like how long they were, because that is what Latisse is supposed to do. But I swear, guys, I did not get any compliments on my lashes until I started using this mascara. So I did do 3 coats today. I'm gonna go ahead and show you the application, but I do feel like after I scrape off a lot of that product, it applies really well. I just use this as I would any other mascara. I just kind of wiggle it at the base, comb them through, make sure I'm getting a lot of good separation, and I feel like the blackness of this mascara is really nice too. So after 1 coat, you can see I have a little bit of volume, but I do have a little bit more length. And so then I went ahead with coat 2, and I feel like this is where I would typically stop if I was in a rush. I feel like definitely the second coat gives me more volume, more length, and overall my lashes look more finished to me. And then I went in with coat 3, and I didn't think I necessarily needed this. This was more, I feel like, a coat to get a little bit more volume, and I did think it became a little bit more clumpy this time around. Don't get me wrong, it wasn't terrible at all. I've definitely encountered other mascara formulas that were way, way, way more clumpy, but with this one I definitely got some more separation by just finagling the brush a little bit, but I did have to be careful about how much product I was getting on my lashes. I've had no issues in the staying department whatsoever. I know in the demo I didn't put this on my bottom lashes, but I have worn it there with no problems either. I also wanted to point out that I don't typically curl my lashes, but I felt like this formula really amped up the natural curl of them already, and that curl stayed all day, which I loved. The one thing I think that surprised me the most as far as this mascara goes is that it was so easy to remove at night. I mean, I typically don't have a lot of problems with removing mascara because I don't use waterproof, but with this, it just felt like it melted off as soon as I wanted it to. I just typically take it off with like a makeup removing towelette, and it was so easy. It almost is like a moussey formula. I didn't really talk about that, did I? It's kind of like right in the middle. It's not too wet and it's not too thick either, but I just felt like it broke down so easy with that makeup remover. So I felt like I sped through that review. I feel right now that I'm like forgetting everything, but if you guys have any other questions I didn't cover in this video, please leave them down below. If you found this helpful, I would appreciate if you gave it a huge thumbs up, and let me know if you are going to try this very, very interesting mascara. Like I said in the intro, I just feel like this formula is one that a lot of people are going to like. But other than that, have a great rest of your day, guys. Thank you so much for watching as always, and I will see you next time. Bye!